Raila Amolo Odinga, the ODM party leader, was in Nakuru County yesterday. And that meeting by Raila Amolo Odinga in Nakuru County has sent back William Samoei Ruto to the drawing board. William Ruto has been one of the front runners, indeed he still is, for the 2022 presidential elections in this country. Raila Odinga meeting in Nakuru also sent Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Moses Wetangula back to the drawing board. So in this video today, I want to try and explain to you guys why the meeting in Nakuru has sent the two camps back to the drawing board. But before we do that, if you are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. I want to really thank you guys. You can continue supporting your boy by giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it, and dropping your comments. And in most cases, I also appreciate if you guys can always suggest a topic for discussion. Now let us get back to the Nakuru event. The Nakuru event, I'm not sure whether it was really planned. And just like I explained in one of my videos yesterday, that meeting was intended to achieve some objectives. And one of the objectives, in my view, was to take the limelight from the Naivasha event. And also, it was going to be used by Raila Amolo Odinga to set the pace for his 2022 presidential campaigns. And indeed, it has done that. But why am I feeling that the event in Nakuru actually sent William Samoei Ruto back to the drawing board? Let me begin by Ruto. William Ruto had banked fully on the support of the larger Mount Kenya region. In fact, in this country, if you remove the Mount Kenya region block from William Samoei Ruto, he remains a shell. The Nakuru event, in my view, debunked the fact or the myth that Raila Odinga cannot get the support of the Kikuyus. For Musalia Mudavadi and the group, their objective was very clear. President Uhuru Kenyatta had expressed interest in supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. But since these guys were part of CORD and NASA coalition, they're not comfortable again supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. And just like I've been explaining, in President Uhuru Kenyatta's camp, there's a group which believes that Raila Odinga should not be the candidate. This group has been pushing for either Musalia Mudavadi or Kalonzo Musyoka. So this is the same group which is facilitating the One Kenya Alliance movement across the country. But the fact of the matter is that within One Kenya Alliance movement, there is also Gideon Moi, who is a President Uhuru Kenyatta close associate. So the One Kenya Alliance wanted to push Raila Amolo Odinga back to the negotiating table so that when they sit, they can be viewed as equals. But the truth of the matter is that in politics, there is nothing like equal. There is no way Raila Odinga can be equal to Mudavadi. Either he's ahead of Mudavadi or Mudavadi is following him. There is no way Weta can be equal to Raila Odinga. And that's why sometimes I feel very bad when I hear Weta say that Raila kipata, Weta amepata. Weta is a senator, Raila Odinga is not a senator. So Weta got what he wanted. Raila Odinga never got what he wanted. So it can't be the same. So basically this is how that meeting outwitted Ruto camp and the One Kenya Alliance movement camp. Number one is the governors present. How many governors were present at that event? 4 governors. Let me just say 3. Those 3 governors are not ODM governors. Oparanya is a governor. There was Oparanya, who is the deputy party leader of ODM. There was Nderitu, the Laikipia governor. There was Anne Waiguru, Kirinyaga. And then there was Lake Nyanjui, Nakuru. So out of those 4, 3 were not governors of ODM party. One of the questions which has been worrying the ODM support base is whether Uhuru Kenyatta was serious with taking Raila Odinga Nakuru to the larger Mount Kenya. The mere fact that 3 governors were present confirms that indeed Raila Odinga is being introduced to the larger Mount Kenya region. And because these meetings will be moving from Nakuru, tomorrow they will be in Homa Bay, it means we should be expecting to see more governors. In fact, someone was telling me that the idea behind the event was not to showcase the number of members of parliament, but governors who accompanied Raila Odinga. William Ruto had believed that most of these governors would not associate with Raila Odinga. The mere fact that some governors are now associating with Raila Odinga fully, someone like Nderitu, the Laikipia governor, is well aware that his chances are still valid because of the Maasai support. So if he stick with Raila Odinga, he will need only as a fraction of the Kikuyu support, and then he can penya through the Maasai votes. Lee Kinyanjui in Nakuru is also very interesting. He might need the support of the ODM support base, for example, like what happened to Mandago and Manango, even Oscar Sudi in their respective places. They had to depend on the support of NASA supporters back there to win. So that's the first thing, the presence of the governors. The second thing which sent them to the drawing board is actually the reception. How was Raila Odinga received in Nakuru, in your own view? I saw Team Tangatanga sharing a clip where Raila Odinga was being heckled. That happens. But in general, the kind of reception Raila Odinga received in Nakuru, I don't think he has ever received it before, apart from during the NAC campaigns. People were singing. Even as the convoy was snaking its way, you could see people taking photos, sharing videos, calling Baba, Baba, Baba. That reception is what silenced Tangatanga. They never imagined that any other leader can actually go to Nakuru and get that kind of reception. And with that reception, it means the ODM brigades or Raila Odinga and his team can now use that as a momentum for other rallies. Like, it's my expectation that the people who are organizing the Sikri event, I know how Sikri looks like, must either organize another rally at Oyugis, or if not Oyugis, then they must organize another rally in Homa Bay, so that at least they can feel, because Sikri is kind of is an enclosed place, big place by the way, but since it's a leaders meeting, it would be good if they organize something like what happened in Nakuru, where there's a venue for the event, and then Raila talks to the people. So that reception is what shocked these guys. In fact, I was being told that at some point, when One Kenya Alliance movement meeting was taking place, they had to stop just to see how the events were unfolding in Nakuru, and they were shocked at the reception. The third thing is the organization. I guess you guys have seen how Raila Odinga was dressed. That was presidential. The podium and even the sitting arrangement, presidential. If you looked at that convoy, it was presidential. You look at the speeches. If you compare the tone of those speeches and the tone of NASA speeches in the past, you realize that this was a bit presidential. You compare it even to the tone of William Ruto's events, you know, where people talk. Rigathi Gachagua is given a platform to speak, where Soro is given a platform to speak, and the guy speaks until you see some veins running here. That was not the event in Nakuru. The event in Nakuru was kind of more presidential. The speeches were well guided. You look at the branding. There's that R for Raila, which was being unveiled for the first time. where Raila Odinga was supposed to address the media, there were Kenyan flags all over and ODM colors. So basically, the way that event was organized was presidential. It's unlike Raila Odinga's event, which I know, where in most cases, even the microphone sometimes is not working, the podium, how many times have you seen Raila Odinga falling off a podium? Several times. But for this case, it was well organized. And credit goes to Junet Mohamed and maybe the Jubilee team and Governor Lee Kinyanjui. Number 4, why they're worried is the roadmap to 2022. Raila Odinga used that occasion to give his roadmap, which means for One Kenya Alliance, there's nothing they're going to do to stop Raila. Raila is on the move. So either they'll decide not to join him or to join him. But expecting Raila Odinga to join them is not going to happen. For William Ruto, I also think that Raila has given his clear roadmap on where he wants to go and how he's going to do it. So he's also worried. Let me play for you this part of Raila Odinga explaining how they are going to move from Nakuru to Homa Bay to Western to Mombasa until they'll come back to Nairobi. That's a clear roadmap.
Ya kwamba hii tuliamua kuja Nakuru kwa sababu ya historia ya Nakuru. Na vile vile tuje hapa kwa mara ya kwanza wakati Nakuru inakuwa city. Hapa ndio tukuje hapa tupige mbio la mgambo. Alafu tutakuwa na mjadala kutoka hapa sasa. Vile nimesema wiki hii siku ya Alhamisi tutakuwa huko Nyanza. Kule Ziwani. Mahali naitwa Sikri. Pale wale wa Jaluo, wa Kisii na wa Kuria watakuja pamoja na kuongea na kupitisha azimio ya Nyanza. Keshowe watakuwa kule Ingo, kule kwa Paranya, kule Kakamega. Na wana wa Ingo vile vile watafanya mambo yao. Kutoka hapo sasa tunaenda baharini huko mwanzo wa Kenya, huko Mombasa. Na watu wa pwani watapata nafasi vile vile ya kuongea na kutoa maoni yao, ili vile vile tuwe na azimio ya watu wa pwani. Baadaye tutaenda huko kaskazini magharibi, kule kwa Fatuma, ili Wariahi na vile vile wapate nafasi ya kuongea na wasema mambo yao yote, hata ya ngamia yote. Kisha tutaingia bondeni hapa, bonde la Ufa. Tutaenda huko juu, huko Turkana, tuongee na Waturkana huko. Alafu tutakuja hapo katikati hapo, wale wa Pokot, wa Elgeyo Marakwet, wa Baringo, wa Tugen, huko wa Nandi na Uasin Gishu wataongea. Baadaye tutaongea na wale wa Kericho na Bomet. Alafu tunakwenda kwa Wamaa, ndugu wetu Wamaa, Kajiado na Rock na Samburu. Baadaye tutaenda sasa kule mashariki, kule kusini mashariki, kule Wakamba. Alafu kutoka pale tunaenda juu huko kwa upande ya wa Borana, wa Isiolo na Marsabit. Baadaye tutakuja sasa mlimani hapa. Tutakuja kupanda mlima. Tutakuja kupanda mlima.
And lastly is President Uhuru Kenyatta's hidden hands in all this. The truth of the matter is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is behind Raila Odinga. His hands are being seen. But from the background, his team are working with Raila Odinga. I was going through social media today. Wahome Thuku, a known ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta, Pauline Njoroge, and so many of them sharing the pictures of Raila Odinga and the comments there. And lastly is the reception of Raila Odinga in the larger Mount Kenya region. Now, from yesterday, just go to social media. I want to challenge you to go to William Ruto's page and read the comments he posted yesterday. There's a post he made yesterday at night. Just read the comments there before they delete them. Most of the people were in disagreement with him completely. Most people. And they were with Raila Odinga. And some of them were actually Kikuyus. So Ruto, Mudavadi, Weta, and the rest must go back to the drawing board. I don't know what to think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.